Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I thank you guys for tuning in. So on this video, I want us guys to focus on spirituality and being sexually active. How does it really affect our own spiritual sense of being, or rather our spiritual path? Okay, because being sexually active is part of life, therefore it will happen whether we like it or not. Okay, then it's not a problem because it's human. It's part of being human. Okay, the only problem is who you're doing it with. Okay, because as a spiritual person, your aura must always be pure, your aura must always be clean, so that you can be in alignment with your spiritual journey. Exactly. So we are not saying that people are not pure out there. Okay, but with you, you are contagious, of course, so you have to be careful of such things. Okay, so now it matters a lot as to who you interact with. Okay, as that can actually put you in jeopardy. It can also affect your third eye as well. Okay, because having the energy that is actually contaminated into your own energy, that can actually cause your third eye chakra to be blurred, where you don't actually understand your dreams, you don't understand your, you know, the intuition rather, or you doubt your own intuition even. That can also be the cause, because of the type of people that you interact with sexually. Okay, that's why it's very important to have a partner that is actually right for you, or just you know a single partner. Exactly, that's what I mean. Okay, because having different energies being into your energy also, that is not good for you. Okay, because no spiritual guides wants to be in a body. Remember that your body is actually a temple, so it has to be pure as much as possible. Most of the time you have to be pure. That's the reason why you have to be pure, so that you can foresee. Exactly, that is your job actually, to foresee. So once you are contaminated in some shape or form, that can actually be a problem on your part, because your body is actually an alert. Your body can actually tell you if maybe you are having relations with someone that is actually contaminated. Their aura is actually contaminated. You will feel low vibrational immediately after you are sexually active with them. Then you suddenly feel low vibrational, or you feel extremely tired, like, you know what, I can't do anything, I just want to maybe sleep or something like that. Okay, that's a sign that the energy is not pure. Okay, it's not pure, because it lowers your vibrational energy. We know that after sexual activities, yes, it's a norm. It's actually normal to actually feel a bit exhausted, you know, drowned a bit, you know. Yeah, it's normal. But if it's over, then it's a problem, because now we can't avoid being sexually active, because being sexually active is also good for our own spiritual sense of being. But then it doesn't have to be overactive or underactive, because if it is underactive, that is you not being sexually active at all. You know, that simply means your sacral chakra will be blocked, because you are not sexually active. Okay, so for some reason your sacral chakra will not be in balance. So you need that chakra as well to be in balance. Okay, so that your creativity can be expressed. You can be able to come up with new ideas, you know, things and stuff like that. Because being sexually active, it's very important in your body, for yourself. Your sensual sense of being is actually needed as well, you know, as a spiritual person. So you don't have to see it as a taboo, or maybe a type of a sin, or some kind of like a you know, something that is some sort of an abomination, something like that. Okay, so it's very important to have a straight partner, the person that you interact with most of the time. Even if that person can actually go astray, you will definitely know, because you are pure. It all starts with you, not the partner that you interact with, because you can't rely on a person 100%. Of course, you know, there are things that we are not able of being in control of, like being in control of someone else's emotions or someone else's behavior. Okay, that's on them, not you. But then if you are somehow in relation with that person, it affects you. So either way, you will know. Your body will tell you, because you are somehow intertwined, you are somehow connected to that person sexually. So if their aura is contaminated, automatically you will know, and your spiritual guide will also let you know, okay, about it. Therefore, there is something that needs to be done if they are showing you the signs, the red flags, as to something is actually going on behind your back. They are actually warning you that this can actually affect your own spiritual path. Okay, so it's very important to take action immediately when you are being alerted. If you are in a moment of confusion, it's also very important to communicate with them, let them know that you don't really understand what do they really mean, things and stuff like that. So it's very important to cleanse your body after the sexual activities, okay, so that you can be pure and be able to communicate with your own spiritual guides. Remember that your third eye is actually a door for you to actually be able to communicate, or rather foresee the other side, of which is the spiritual realm. Okay, so once that is actually contaminated, or rather blocked, and that means your path as a whole will not be in balance. There will be some kind of like a doubt, where you are in a position of doubting your own intuition sometimes because of that. Okay, and as a woman, your sacral chakra along with your solar plexus is very important, because we go through menstrual cycle every month. Okay, so once that is not aligned, that causes you also to have those irregular periods for some reason. Okay, exactly, that can also be a sign that the person that you are interacting with is actually affecting those two areas of your life. So it's very important to pay attention when you are in contact with someone or in a relationship. Is very important, because that affects your spiritual sense of being, and that can actually cause some kind of a blockages, exactly, when it comes to your own spirituality. Now let's come to the point of menstrual cycle. Okay, remember that a menstrual cycle is it's your body releasing what is no longer needed in your body. Okay, because when the egg fails to meet with the sperm, then that's when the bleeding happens. Okay, so from where I come from, we call it chilafalo. We call it chilafalo simply because kidi chila, okay, is not something that is actually pure. That's why you have to refrain from many activities when you are on your menstrual cycle, for that reason only. Okay, because your body now is fragile, or should I say, you are, you are vulnerable during that time. So it's very important to take care of your body. Let your body rest a bit. I'm not saying just relax and do nothing. Okay, do just as much as you can, but then give yourself, your body, that time to actually, be at work. Remember that your body is at work. You will feel a bit tired, a bit exhausted, having pain here and there, because nature is actually taking its course. That's why it's very important to refrain from the spiritual things, exactly, being spiritually active during that time, like doing your spiritual work and so forth. But then it differs, different strokes for different folks. Some people, they do it, for some reason, yes. But then why is it that it's also known that we have to refrain from our spiritual activities when we are going through that moment of the month as women? It's simply because your body is fragile, okay, sensitive during that time. So that's why you have to give it time to heal, because when you don't, remember that it's now, your body is now vulnerable. Okay, so it's like a pathway where now you're opening doors. Remember that when you do the spiritual work, it's like you're opening the channels between the spiritual path and the other side where you are right now, of which is the earth. Okay, so once you become spiritually active during that time, you opening the channel, the connection between the two realms. Okay, so now you are also opening for the good and the bad in the spiritual realm. Okay, so there are those entities that are actually being attracted by blood, whether is it good blood or not, but then they can sense, they can smell that type of thing. So now if you are going through those moments and you allow yourself to be that much open and do your spiritual work, just so you know, you are opening doorways for even the evil spirit to be in contact with you. And another thing why we tend to refrain from our duties during that time, it's simply because not all of them, yes, but there are the boundaries that we can jump. Like when you possess water spirits, you know that you don't touch such things that are actually connected with the waters, because you know it's like you opening the channels for even the marines to actually be attracted to you for some reason, or you are actually teaching your own spirits, your own spiritual spirits to actually be used to you, getting in touch with them when you are actually on your menstrual cycle. That can actually work in your favor, yes, of course, because as women, we are actually connected to the moon, and that means when you are actually connecting with the water, when you are going through that moment, your spirits, or rather your water spirits, will actually get used to that fact. So they will actually be happy when you become in contact with them when you are actually on your periods, okay? And when you're not, it's like they are not happy. So there will be a time when you will actually have irregular periods, because that's exactly what you taught them, and now they find joy in that area, okay? You understand what I'm saying? Or you will get the sense that things are not actually moving in your favor when you are on your normal sense of being, but then when you are on your menstrual cycle, it's actually running faster than anything, okay? It's because of you have opened that channel. So it's very important to actually keep it pure and simple, so that you don't end up inviting the things that you can't control, okay? Because over bleeding can also be a problem. When you are a woman, can actually cause you to have low blood pressure, of course, okay? So we don't want that. We don't want you to go through that as well, okay? So you have to be aware of such things, okay? Refraining for that time, it's not a crime. Before you know it, you'll be back to your normal self, okay? Already they know such things, letting them know that you're going through the most, it's kind of like, it's normal, okay? They understand, and so forth, okay? So like I said, it depends on a person. It depends as to what is it that you believe in, okay? I'm not saying that everyone should actually refrain. It depends on your belief. If you believe that it's okay, then that's your belief. Keep on believing on whatever that you believe in. But then from my point of view, that's how I see it, because as a woman, there's a time where you will never see your periods completely, okay? And already you know what that means, if you're not seeing your periods completely, or if you are pregnant, you don't see your periods. So are you ready to go to that level where you will only fall pregnant, but you will never get to see, to bear a child, something like that? It's like, never try something that you can't stand yourself. Exactly, that's what I mean. So you have to be careful as to what is it that you wish for, because some things we tend to think about them for the now, but we're not actually not thinking about the future. Remember that how we see things, also, it's all about even the age also counts, okay? Because when you are young, you can only see things from your point of view, how you understand them, because there's a lot that you still want to explore. There's a lot that you still have to learn, because remember that for every mistake, there is actually a lesson also to learn from it, okay? So exactly, so that's how it rolls when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to your own menstrual cycles, okay? Refrain from the water completely. my point of view, of course. And when it comes to the sexual part of things, beware as to who you're sharing your energy with. Okay, not everyone is for you, and we shouldn't force the idea of being with the people that are not actually attracted, because that can actually affect our own spirituality completely. Remember that there are some mistakes that can be rectified, but some cannot. Okay, exactly. So being careful out there is actually the key. So that's all that I wanted to share with you guys for now. So subscribe to the channel. Also give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Until then, guys, I'll see you next time.